Morning YouTubers, it's a Monday, it's a rest day, it's bike fitting day, and it's sunny, it's 2 above, and it's good. This morning I just want to talk about, received 2 messages yesterday via Google Plus about the comment I made yesterday, it was yesterday, about a certain amount of arrogance. I just want to clarify something. As I said, I have not experienced it yet within the sport. I think it's very much dependent on how you approach people and how you approach life. And there is a big variance on showmanship and arrogance. For example, yesterday at 5 AM UK time, or GMT, we had the Conor McGregor versus Nate Diaz fight. Now, I'm not an MMA supporter. I don't like that extreme violence. I'm not an advocate for it. I completely respect the athletes. Massive amounts of respect. I know people in the pro boxing arena, and I've worked with some people coaching on the mindful aspects of pro boxing. So I understand what goes on, certain aspects that goes on. So I've got a huge amount of respect for them. I watched a lot of the pre-interviews with McGregor and Diaz, and there's a lot of showmanship there, but there's also a lot of respect between each party. Now, boxing and those kinds of sports, those elite sports, differ a lot from other elite sports. What I mean is, if you place yourself as an individual, relevant on what we're talking about here, on a pedestal, and you're looking down at others, it's very lonely. You're working from a completely disadvantage because you're looking down. You're alienating yourself from. Oh, am I right away? You're alienating yourself completely from the lateral communities, and you just piss people off. But ultimately, you're at a disadvantage. Now, if you place yourself in a pedestal and you're looking down, what you tend to do also is fail to evolve, because you've got no one to bounce off of. And it's an incredibly dangerous place to be, and I've seen it, and I've worked with a number of clients that have, in the celebrity world, have put themselves in that place, but have alienated themselves, and then they've tried to claw their way back to reality. Now, you look at the showmanship of people like Conor McGregor, predominantly. Although he's placed himself on a pedestal, he's also a man of the people. He creates an arrogance for showmanship, but that's not the true him. And the reason I know it's not the true him is because to reach that level within that sport, you have to be open to a number of different variants and experiences from people to your left and to your right. And to reach that level, you're constantly evolving. And there was an article or a TV interview that he did where he was talking about some new moves, but they aren't plucked from thin air. He's had to work laterally, albeit at a higher level, but still had to be open to criticism, open to knowledge, open to experience, but still be the showman that's going to draw in the crowds and monetize his sport. So that's what I was getting at yesterday with regards to the arrogance. I don't think it came across the wrong way, but I think a couple of people may have interpreted it differently to what it was intended. So I'm not saying anybody is self-important, or I'm not highlighting anyone in particular or a group of people. I'm saying that there is a danger there to become self-important very, very quickly if you've achieved something and believe that you're there, because I think the faster you get somewhere, the faster you can fall. And in this kind of, in all aspects of life, I think, when you've had to grasp from the muck up, and you've worked hard and you've put in the miles, and sometimes things don't come particularly naturally to you, I think then you start to be able to help others and understand others, and that seems to be where I've experienced this industry so far. Everybody I've met, everybody I've spoken to has been incredibly welcoming, incredibly kind, generous. And just forget the event alone, just joining the community or being part of it is something for me spectacular. It's something I never in my wildest dreams would have understood. But I guess it's like any sport, any aspect, you will get that element of arrogance somewhere. But as I said, I've not experienced it yet. And yesterday the comments weren't designed to alienate or confuse or upset anybody. It was just from what I'd read in an article in a magazine. So my tip of the day is to remain rooted, be accepting to knowledge and advice, despite where you are on the spectrum of elitism. Be that sponge, be that person who is able to accept criticism. And understand that, you know, the faster you climb, the faster you can fall. Because it's a very real reality in all aspects of life. And actually you see it a lot with the football industry. I've got connections to professional and national football within my family, and I've seen it, not with them, but I've seen it with modern football more so, where it seems to be a matter of turn up and then leave, as opposed to the community that football used to be or once was. And it must be hard for those people to step out in front of X number of tens of thousands of people and then no longer to be in that limelight, and they still seek that adrenaline rush. So then they become codependent on, you know, drugs or alcohol or various other things. I mean, I don't think the week goes by without a football player being on the front page of the paper, either drugs, alcohol, or prostitution of some sort. it's a slippery slope. So stay rooted, be accepting, be happy. Today I will be relaxing. I've got Bike Fit 1, which is, I can't tell you how much I'm excited about it. Got out on the bike on Saturday, felt comfortable, but I think there's some tweaking either to my position or the bike, or both. In actual fact, it's both. I've been meditating on the reality that I need to get out, and it's a shame today I won't be getting out because I mean, it's cold out, but the roads are relatively dry and the sky's clear. So that's it for the minute. I will catch up with you later. Thanks for viewing. Please subscribe. Check out my other videos and keep the comments coming, you know. I appreciate and try and respond to everybody that leaves a comment. So if you've got something helpful and constructive to say, if you've got a channel that you want to share, then let me know. If you're on your own journey, then let me know as well. But for now, peace out. In the world.
It isn't.
It is, Mouse.
I've had a much bigger.
No.
Daddy, you're being serious?
Yeah. Awful, look at it. I think I might need stitches. So that's it for today. All done. Just going to get some vegetables and some bananas ready for tomorrow. It was good earlier catching up with Risey, who helped me with the bike, getting position, alter a few bits. You saw me going up and down the road a couple of times there. Still a long way to go. We didn't catch on camera is the fact that when I pulled up at the last time, I fell over. So yeah, that was amusing. So I fell over, but got back on. Tomorrow I've got a 50-minute ride and then transitioning into a 10-minute run. So a brick session. So I'm looking forward to that. I hope the weather keeps clear and dry. If it's raining, then it's going to be on the turbo. Changed my seat over. I borrowed a seat to give it a go. I think it's an ISM seat. I was getting some pain, so I'm going to give that a go for next week or so, and then make a purchase depending on how I feel. So I've got that on loan. Just ordered some more kit, so that should arrive this week for the cold, getting out in the cold on the bike more. So that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Catch up with you tomorrow. As I said, I've got a ride, transition run, and then in the afternoon I've got a swim. But I'm going to be relatively restricted on time tomorrow, so it may be a bit of a one to the other effort. So thanks for tuning in. Peace out. Keep smiling.